Hi there. Welcome to my views and news views. Can you hear me? Thank you for responding with yes. Let me welcome the participants first and those who support Eritrean government. Get ready because I know that after this live chat, during this live chat, you'll accuse me. You'll start a campaign against me, but I don't care. I want to address a claim made by a minister of Eritrea. Ridiculous claim. I'll speak in detail on that after a few minutes, but let me welcome the participants first. Horner K joined to say hi. Welcome, Horner. Horner is the first to comment today. Simon Tisfai. Welcome, Simon. Yeah, Simon. Kiddos is late today. Uh, Tamine Adugna joined. Welcome, Tamine. Musi. Welcome, Musi. Kibriya Kidane is here too. Mehari joined after a long time. Mehari generally joins live chats and then leaves, but tonight he's here. Thank you for buying the super chat sticker, Mehari. Your contribution matters a lot for me. Orom Ticha joined as well. Welcome, Orom Ticha. Orom Ticha is a member too. Special welcome, Orom Ticha. Ephraim Tisfai. If you want to be a member, you can click the link given in description section of videos or live chat description section. You cannot be a member if you're in Ethiopia. Ethiopia does not allow YouTube membership. I think ads don't play as well in Ethiopia on YouTube. Don't get any money from Ethiopia. Alim Gizao, second member who joined today. Welcome, Alim. Sase here. Eritrea Forever says, when did they start paying you to badmouth Eritrea? You see, it started, I told you. I just wrote the title, it has started. Without listening to me, these people have reached a conclusion that I'm going to badmouth Eritrea. Oh my. KTC joined as well. Girialta here. Tom Tom, welcome Tom Tom. Team Marley says, you reported 224 spies are captured, Mr. Ridiculous. No, you see, I did not report that. Do you care to watch? Do you care to listen? I reported that according to Addis Ababa government, they have captured 224 Eritrean agents. I said they should share details about the people. Are they refugees or agents? And you're saying you said that. You people either don't watch or you watch, but you want to just stop me from reporting about Eritrea. Sarah joined to welcome Sarah. My daughter's name is Sarah as well. Special welcome, Sarah. East Afro dude here. Uh, Lilo joined. Lilo said, hi, Sajid. I miss your live chat. Good to see you, Lilo. Be better says, no self-respecting Ethiopian will work with Shabia. Nothing wrong with working someone. You cannot change your neighbors. You should have a working relationship with them. There shouldn't be any bad blood between neighbors. Robel Hale joined. Welcome, Robel, says Eid Mubarak. Thank you, Robel. Wollo here. Peace and love joined to welcome. Peace and love. Average Dom here. Sorasa Hundara says, welcome, Mr. Sajid. I hope you come up with good forecasts. Thank you, Sorasa. Just an analysis of a statement given by Mr. Information Editor today. Z joined to says Abiy is really not far behind when it comes to ridiculous claims, I would say. Well, I made so many videos on Abi. Just 3 days ago, I did a video on Abi's 7 year tenure. I analyzed his performance. I summed up by saying that he just achieved nothing. But let's talk about Eritrea in tonight's live chat. Abe Madhu says, Hi Sajid, my friend. Do you get in touch with Yemasgan? Do you believe he's in Tigray? Well, I don't want to get in touch with him. It might not be safe for him to be in touch with me. Uh, I don't want to get information from here from the ground because that could be risky for him. I did not contact him. I did not ask him to give me any information because I think his safety matters. I did not send him any email. If he joins, he'll confirm that. So let him do what he wants to do. I tried to stop him, but he chose this path. I am not going to just rely on him or use him as a source that will perhaps expose him, make him more vulnerable. Let him do what he wants to do. If he's comfortable to share information, he can do that. We will then verify it. Yeah, LM stocks suffering, but crypto is not suffering that much, by the way. Welcome, Ahmed. I'm fine. Shivat Tube joined. Welcome, Shivat. Vadiri says, have you ever said anything good about Eritreans to give you the benefit of the doubt? I don't talk about Eritreans when I criticize the government. I criticize PFDJ. I criticize the government. But you people try to paint me anti-Eritreans. I speak for Eritreans, but I say these leaders should be held accountable. But you people either blinded by your support for these leaders, or maybe you have some interest to support them. You accuse me of being anti-Eritreans. That is wrong. I have not said a word about tonight's live chat, and already people are accusing me of being anti-Eritrean. Anti-Eritreans. Oh my God. Yeah, Peace and Love says, Sajid, you got paid by lots of countries. Yeah, I know. I am being paid by UAE, by Egypt, by US, by TPLF, by Eritrea, by Sas Severki, by Brigade Nihamado, by Abi, by TPLF, Ola Fano. I should be a rich man. And you know how rich I am. I make both ends meet somehow. Backfoot joined to Lillo here as well. Gala joined to. He's from Copenhagen. Simon here. Eritrean Post joined to. Average Dom says beer is gaining ground in a big way. Uh, Maybe Mooney can explain. I'm not an economist, but yeah, beer is getting pretty strong, I think, because at least now National Bank has enough foreign exchange reserves, and Ethiopia might get debt rescheduling as well. But what matters is export. If Ethiopia manages to increase revenue at home through decreasing imports and increasing exports, it means that it's on the right path. Financing agreements are keeping bird afloat. How long will that continue? Very love join to let me start viewers. Let me start. I don't want to be involved in uh, uh, any heated arguments with those who criticize me. Let me start, viewers. I want to share with you what Minister of Information Authority has said today. and I want to share my views with you. I want to analyze the statement of Yamana Gebremeskel. I'll speak for a few minutes, just around 10 minutes, and then I'll take your questions. I want to share with you the Eritrean economic model, which Yamana Gebremeskel shared very proudly today. Can I start, viewers? Teketel says, are you siding Eritrea or Ethiopia? Assab belongs to who? I don't need to take sides. I mean, it's up to the two countries to decide. Who am I to decide? I only oppose wars. I say war should not happen. That's what I say. I call for peace. Who am I to decide? I am not saying Ethiopia should attack Assad and take it by force. I've been saying even if Ethiopia seized Assad by force, it won't be able to use it. I said Ethiopia should not make a blunder of seeing Assad as a soft target. I've been warning against this confrontation, but I'm no one to say who is the owner, who should be the owner. Let me start, viewers. Firstly, Minister of Information of Eritrea today questioned Ethiopian economic model, and he very proudly shared Eritrean economic model. He said that some Ethiopians are belittling, humiliating Eritrean economic status and Eritrean economic potential, while their country is in ICU economically, relying on bailout packages. So they uh, are belittling Eritrean economic model while they are suffering economic. The 2 points I want to make about it. Firstly, what is Eritrean economic model which Yamana Gebremeskel took pride today in? Does Eritrea have any enviable economic model that other countries should follow? What are the hallmarks of this economic model? Well, the first main characteristic of this economic model is that Eritrean government exports its people. Eritrean government actually sends its youths abroad, forces them to leave the country through repression at home. These youths risk their lives. They reach Europe, they reach Middle East, they reach America, Canada. They start sending money. Remittance is one of the main factors, main contributors to Eritrean economy. Everyone knows that. And by remittance, it's not that all those who are sending remittances go abroad legally. No, they risk their life, they die on their way, they're kidnapped. Somehow they reach Europe, and from there, Canada, US, from there they send money. Then Eritrean embassies abroad, they collect money to 2% taxes. 2% tax, they say it's legal. Okay. Uh, Second source of their income is this 2% diaspora tax. None of Eritrean diaspora businessmen is willing to invest in Eritrea. I mean, you are Eritreans, some of you who are part of the live chat, you are based in, if you're based in Europe, based in US, will you invest in Eritrea? No, you won't. Why? Because there is no atmosphere, no conditions for business. for running businesses in Eritrea. So no Eritreans living abroad is willing to invest in Eritrea. Thirdly. Fourthly, Eritrean government killed its businesses years ago. Its construction industry, its other industries were basically killed years ago when Eritrea was put under sanctions. Fifthly, the Eritrean economy is being run by PFDJ in a manner which is not transparent. PFDJ backed people, backed groups invest in some African countries. These people extract precious Eritrean minerals, which are then, thank you, Girma, for buying this super chat sticker. PFDJ people extract precious minerals, metals, which are then exported through Middle Eastern countries, through some other countries. This is what Eritrean economic model is. Is this enviable? Should Ethiopia follow this model? Eritrea has no economic model. Isas Afwerki led PFDJ promised that Eritrea will be Singapore of Africa. So over 30 years have passed. Is now Eritrea Singapore of Africa or North Korea of Africa or something in between? And by the way, if Ethiopia is suffering in terms of economic challenges because it is relying on bailout packages, partly Eritrea is to blame as well. Who was Isas Afwerki's partner in the war against Tigray? Abiy. Abiy and Isaias were both partners. That war destroyed Ethiopia economically. Did it destroy Eritrea economically? No. Eritrea was the beneficiary of this war. Yes, it suffered losses, human losses, but Eritrean soldiers were paid during the war by the Ethiopian government. Eritrea got Ethiopian weapons. So you'll see in future confirmation about Eritrea being in possession of some Ethiopian weaponry. So it was Ethiopia which suffered. Eritrea managed to weaken Ethiopia. It managed to weaken Ethiopian economy. It weakened TPLF. It destroyed TPLF. It destroyed Tigray's economic progress. So if today Ethiopia is relying on bailout package, partly Eritrea is to blame as well. I'm not saying that basically it is Eritrea which is responsible. No, basically Abiy is responsible. Abiy is the one and TPLF. Abiy, TPLF both responsible, but Eritrea is also responsible. Eritrea has no economic model. Yes, you can talk about potential. It does have potential, but it just wasted its potential. Massawa, Assab, these ports could have been world-class ports. Eritrea's location very strategic. But problem is that PFDJ-led Issasawe government is focused on security. It perhaps knows how to intervene in other conflicts, but it has no economic model for the betterment of Eritrean people. Uh, People would say, Sajid, the US, EU imposed sanctions on Eritrea years ago. That is why Eritrea suffered. Ethiopia supported those sanctions back then. Sanctions have been lifted. I think it was PM Abiy, Ethiopian Prime Minister, if you remember, who met with Antonio Guterres, UN Secretary General, in 2019, 2018, I think, requesting him that international sanctions on Eritrea be lifted after Ethiopia Eritrea signed peace deal. So, and peace deal was signed in 2018. Almost 6 years have passed. What did Eritrea achieve in the last 6 years? Nothing. So, a country which has no economic model, which is viable, which is enviable, should not criticize other countries, I think. Its people have no hope, no future. For 30 years, this party has been in power and it has achieved nothing economical. It has managed only to survive, kept itself afloat, we can say. Now I can take your questions, comments. Thank you, Samuel Faleke. Thank you for buying your super chat sticker. You can disagree with me if you know that if you say that Eritrean economic model is very strong, it should be followed by the countries. Just tell me. Just enlighten me. Just enlighten other viewers as well. What is this Eritrean economic model which everyone should follow? Abdi Farah says Ethiopia has $75 billion in debt by IMF. 75 billion. I think this number is not correct. Abdi Farah number is not correct. Vadi Iri says, Sajid, do you consider reacting to Hindi movies? I am sure you can get a better source of income. You don't have to sell your dignity and soul. Come on, don't be personal. Just dispute what I said logically. Just enlighten me, enlighten viewers about the Eritrean economic model. Thank you, Rom Ticha. Anonymous says Eritrean biggest economy may be remittances from other countries from refugees. Yeah, remittance is, I think, around one fourth of their revenue, which they generate. Around one fourth, I think. Wallo says Eritrea put under arms embargo. Well, UN did not put it under arms embargo. Eritrea has been buying weapons from Russia, from China. Sanctions were economic sanctions. Eritrea was removed from SWIFT. And EU cut off ties with Eritrea, US, Canada, but Eritrea bought weapons from Russia, from China. Average Dom says, Sajid, what's the best way to unseat Isaias? Well, I can do a video on that, which wouldn't be an advice, but we can analyze it from different angles. Thank you, Rom teacher. Chief of Hamashian says a live chat for a single tweet. Yeah, but this single tweet was about Eritrean economic model. This is what we are discussing. Do you have any information about that which you could share with us? It was a big claim by Minister of Information, as if Eritrea has turned into Singapore of Africa. Others should follow, as if Ethiopia has collapsed economically. Uh, at least comparison should be fair, I think. The black man says Eritreans are too sensitive since they don't have an independent journalist in their country. Sajid, ignore the negative comments. Well, not all Eritreans. I have been in touch with dozens of them for the last 5 years. They're very open minded, very open minded. They share with me what they went through in Eritrea. They criticize the Eritrean government. They support it as well, especially when it comes to apprehensions that Ethiopia could invade Eritrea. They say they'll defend Eritrea. They love their country. They're very patriotic, by the way. That is why I say that Ethiopia should not just deceive itself by believing that if it starts military offensive on Eritrea, it will get support from Eritrean people. No, they will unite against Ethiopia. Uh, I can say that based on my engagements with Eritrean people. So majority of them is very uh, good people. It's fun to talk to them. But there are few people who either support the government, who have some vested interest to support the government, and some are launched by the governments. I know that these governments launch their people in social media to discredit those who are criticizing the government in a constructive manner. One point made by Eritrea first is self-reliance. That Eritrea remains self-reliant, trying to be self-reliant. Yeah, it should be appreciated that Eritrea did not receive foreign aid, though it did receive foreign aid, by the way. But it wasn't dependent on foreign aid. It should be appreciated. Eritrea did not make itself dependent on US aid, on EU aid, on other countries' aid, but what did it achieve for its people economically? This is the question. Iri Forever says, "You lost me, man. Used to watch your video." So, one man supportive of Indian government is leaving the channel. Well, I would agree with you about Eritrean self-reliance, about Eritrean economic model. When you people living abroad for Eritreans are comfortable investing in Eritrea, I know you are not. You know that your money won't be safe in Eritrea. Anytime the money could be frozen. Anytime you could face restrictions in terms of withdrawal. Anytime you could lose that money. So you will never invest in it. It means a lot needs to be done by Eritrean government, and that can only be done if you people recognize that Eritrea needs to modernize and open up its economy, at least for its own people living abroad. By the way, some Eritreans living abroad are rich people. I know a few names. They can do a lot for their country, for their people. They want to do a lot for their people. They can build factories, they can start manufacturing in Eritrea. But Eritrean government is not letting them invest in Eritrea. Why? Because PFDJ party wants to maintain its monopoly on power, monopoly on resources, monopoly on government, monopoly on economy. Janitor says we all must leave this channel for solidarity. Okay. I don't care about people leaving the channel or joining. I am used to it, by the way. I have gone through a lot. I was mass reported. I know people uh, backed by governments, both governments, by the way, not just Eritrean, both Eritrean, Ethiopian government backed people reported my views and news en masse 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I remember that. They could not stop my views and news. I don't care about people leaving or joining, but I welcome who join. I welcome those who support me in terms of their comments, in terms of their sharing of information. When they start threatening me, I say, okay, make your decision. I think we should end the live chat, viewers. Just one tweet in tonight's live chat. We talked about Eritrean economic model. I am open to learn from you if you think that Eritrea has a wonderful economic model. Please do share your views with me through my Gmail, sajid67200 gmail.com, so that we can make corrections and keep viewers updated. Eritrean economic model is basically a model which is not enviable. Savuki government has no economic policy. That is why people are suffering, youths fleeing. No, uh, there should be any Eritrea-Ethiopia comparison economically. Thanks for watching. I'll be back tomorrow for the second live chat of this week. Till then, bye bye.